5:24 this morning. Welcome back, everyone. No doubt, a lot of people out there probably grilled for the 4th of July. We did, you know.
We sure did.
Clint, the cameraman, actually did while we were broadcasting. But with some cooler temperatures or less humidity, as Beth was saying, and some decent weather, maybe you want to do that more this weekend.
Or maybe you have some food still lying around from your cookout. Daniel Shedd caught up with a local chef to show you how to fully utilize a cut of meat.
Well, we have Brad from Gettin Basted here with us. A big hunk of meat on the table, but we're going to dissect that a little bit and figure out what exactly we're dealing with here.
Exactly. I mean, this is a pork butt. It's from the shoulder of the animal, right? It's laying back over there, and then you've actually got a bit of the shoulder bone in there. And what we're going to do is look, this is actually made up of a series of different muscles, and they cook differently is the thing. A lot of people just throw the pork on the smoker and they just let it go. Well, these things are done at different temperatures.
And I know a lot of times you go to the grocery store and you see this massive hunk of meat and you go, I have no idea what I need to do with that.
Sure.
We're going to be able to do that and get some cuts out of this.
Exactly. One of the things I'm looking for is always marbling internally inside of the meat. So you can see up in this part, a lot of times that's lean, but you can see that internal marbling. So we're always looking for that. So the first thing we're due, and there's a piece of meat on here that's an extension of the loin, okay? And it's running back through the animal, and it's actually really tender, and we slice that up in competitions and serve it. If you can pull that off in your backyard, man, you'll blow people's minds, right? So what we do is we just kind of shape that thing out just a little bit. So we just take off a little bit of meat. And don't throw any of this stuff away, man. We make a lot of sausage, man. Save that stuff, it's got great flavor. And just try to define this muscle. And you can always tell where it is. You see these striations of fat that are running the different direction?
Yep.
And you see this bone. It's on the opposite end, and that's the money muscle. And that gives us our first piece of meat that's gonna cook at a temperature. And then underneath this, you've got some meat that we call the tubes, because they look just like a tube. So we're gonna carve out some of that, and you can kind of see how these things are running.
So you're basically just revealing muscle after muscle and just kind of following where you cut.
That's right. And then I like to take the bone off. And this, you know, just because it cooks faster, and I save that bone, man, save it for stock, save it for whatever, man, make a pot of beans, whatever it is, don't throw it away. But so you just cut along that bone right there, and you flip it out, and then now you can just run back underneath and get all that meat.
It's that easy.
And it's back underneath there. And now we've got 3 sections of meat. You got this one here, you got this one underneath that they kind of call the horn muscle, and you've got this money muscle that are all going to cook at a similar rate of speed when you cook it on the smoker.
So at this point, you throw it in the smoker, throw it on the grill, you're good to go.
Season it up, throw it on there, you're good to go. Just turned out how we do it competition style. And it's cool because, like I said, each one of these muscles are different. They've got different textures. They cook at different temperatures, and they're good for different things. You can slice them, you can pull some of them, and it just makes for a fun presentation.
Just experiment until you find something good, right?
That's the best way to do it, man. Just start follow a fat line in any animal, and you're going to find the different muscles.
A lot of info coming from right there, but we'll have to put that up online. We got a different version we can throw up on there later on, so help you guys learn a little bit. I didn't know how to work with a pork shoulder or pork butt.
No.
You know?